Begin broadcast. We are live with Trippzter, aka Justin, aka Brutalis from the Shaggy Show. Um,
AKA.
First of all, before I even do my standard ass questions, what's the origin of Brutalis? I don't know if I missed it or if it was never even properly explained on the show. What's
It's.
the origin of that name?
I don't think it had a proper origin. If I'm gonna be honest. Oh no, there is a proper origin. What am I thinking? I'm sorry. I
You're
only
good.
think relative to the Shaggy Show. There is an actual. So my dad came up with that name when I was going to actually be born, and my dad requested it to my mother. My mother obviously said no. So
So
I
that
could
was
have
like the
I could have
first.
actually been Brutalis. Would it
Holy
like
shit.
that would have been cool, but
That is kind
it
of a
didn't
rad
happen.
name.
So it
But
didn't happen.
it's still somehow snuck into this timeline,
Yeah,
and it is your name
it's
anyway.
it's made it anyways. So in the end, my dad won.
Yeah, that's fresh as fuck. So
Yeah,
usually I ask, "What's your name and what's your gimmick?" That's the opening question. We kind of got some of the
my
name
name, my
stuff out of the
gimmick,
way. But yeah, what would you say your gimmick is?
my gimmick. I guess to show my stupidity on streams. That would be my gimmick. I think I'm pretty good at it. So
A couple little break the ice questions that I kind of do, just to break the ice. What's the first song you remember hearing as a kid?
the first song I remember, like
Hearing
ever,
as a kid, yeah, like going all the way back, like the first moment you're like you remember hearing music and like it resonating with you.
man, I don't know what it's from, but do you know that? Do you know that song "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls"? For
Yeah,
some
hell yeah.
reason, that one, that is I that is the one I remember,
That's
and
dope.
that's my answer.
That's dope. Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Oh man,
I know
I'm
it's,
gonna
it's
go
a,
Cartoon Network.
okay, okay.
I'm gonna have
I
to go
respect
Cartoon
it.
Network.
I respect it. All right. Now, what's the origin? I asked about the Brutalis name, but what's the origin of the Trippzter name? Is there an origin behind that one as well?
Okay, that one is a little bit more difficult because I had a really bad name before it. It
Ooh,
was
what was that?
uh maybe I'll share it later,
Okay, okay.
but for right now. So one day I was just sitting down and I was like, okay, well, I need like a name that I want to stick with. It was like freshman high school when I was signing this. I was like, what is my gamer tag going to be? Like I'm playing games, people got to know this name. So I just went with a whole bunch of random names until I found Trippzter in my head. And I was like, let me place this down. Has anyone else got this? No one had it. So I was like, this is it.
Yeah, this is the
So I
one.
just stuck with it right off the bat. I didn't even try to come up with other ones. So this was just the one that came to my brain and I used it. So
Your mom's a teacher, right?
yes.
What's it like growing up with a parent as a teacher? Was it the same
It's
school situation ever? Or?
exact yeah, yeah, it was for only elementary school, but then we moved, but she still works in that district, so she drives there and then now we're out in, well, you won't even know, but it's like
Yeah.
it's further than Detroit, but we were closer to Detroit at first. But yeah, it's exactly how you'd expect it to be, kind of. She's
Little
pretty
awkward.
harsh on the getting stuff done school stuff, but
Mm.
other than that, it's you know, it's not too crazy.
How did you how did you get into like video stuff and video editing type stuff?
Um well, okay. I'd say like when around I got access to technology, like the internet, I was like, "Oh, they're just playing video games and they're making money.
Word.
I could probably do that." So then eventually I got an editing program that sucked and I learned how to use it and I was like, "Well, I could do this better." So then I got Premiere and then I started just working on my own stuff from there and then now we're all the way up till here with that. So
Are you
pretty much a long time.
are you a big fan of film movies, or what are some of your favorite directors or like film genres?
See, I wish I would have paid attention to that stuff more.
Mm,
Like when I would go watch like a movie, I mean, it's hard to I don't know directors like that, but I know big ones like Michael Bay. Okay, that's
hmm.
Transformers, obviously. Um, I know like the big ones that everyone praises or whatever and memes on and whatnot. But I don't know any specifics that are like my favorite. I like gimmick movies like Spaceballs. Spaceballs is
Oh
definitely one of my
hell yeah.
favorites. I love gimmick movies, so those are great. So
Yeah, Mel Brooks is the shit. I love me some Mel Brooks, dude. Yeah,
mhm.
I was just we were trying to explain a joke to Emily that was from Spaceballs at Juggalo, Ohio. The princess's luggage there.
Oh,
She's never seen Spaceballs.
they were gonna play at the movie tent last
Yo,
year.
did they not end up?
They didn't end up playing it. I even
Uh,
brought it. I had it. I was like, I got you guys. And
I got it on lock. Yo, yeah, we I need to show her that. She's not excited about seeing it, but she's never seen Terminator either. Either of them, Terminator 1 or 2. Never.
I don't even know how that's. I've seen both of them.
I don't know. That shit's crazy to me. Um, so what, Justin? What's
Mhm.
how did you first learn of Juggalos and the Juggalodium before you actually came into the be a part of the world of the
Okay,
Juggalodium?
so I didn't. So let's put Shaggy to the side here. I didn't
Okay.
even know that those two crossed. All right. I think
Oh,
when I like figured out what a juggalo was actually from you know who Brandon Rogers is? Or wait, not Brandon Rogers. Brandon Buckingham.
yeah, yeah, Buckingham. Yep.
So I saw his video of the gathering from I think 2020 or 2019. It was one of those
think,
two.
yeah, I think it's the one right after COVID. I think
It
2021.
was
Yeah,
oh
I think it was the
2021.
2021. I think that's the first one
Okay.
we went to.
So that's when I figured out what like I think that's where I got the concept in my head of juggalos, but I didn't know that I don't even know how to man, that's actually so confusing because I feel like I did know that he was doing the Shaggy and the Creep show at the time. But I think I just didn't know that he was also a rapper
So maybe I should
that
ask the
dressed up as
question,
Clown King.
how did you come to know Shaggy? Maybe I should ask that question first.
So okay, so my dad, cool as fuck Ken,
Yeah,
and
that's how cool as fuck,
Shaggy
man.
are friends. They've been friends for a while.
Okay.
And so when Shaggy would have to go down to his um I don't remember his aunt's or his I don't even someone's house, but it would be right next door to my dad's house. So they were like friends, from whatever. So I grew up going to like their 4th of July parties and stuff like that and everything. But I never like my dad would show me, he's like, hey, look, this is him. He's got clown paint on and he's rapping in front of people. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. So so that's how that was for me for the longest time.
So you were
So
like
and
aware of it, but not aware of it
I
type of
was yeah,
beat.
I didn't know it was as big as it is. So
Interesting. That's so fucking interesting.
yeah, I
So it
just
was
thought he
only
was
so it was
like
only
a
like
little
seeing
local band.
Buckingham and shit and like being like, "Oh wow, this is like a whole thing."
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on, I know I know this guy,
That's
but wait.
crazy.
So yeah, that's how I came to know
So
about any of it.
you're still really new to the Juggalodium. How did you actually get to be working for Shaggy and the Shaggy Show itself?
Well, so Shaggy hit up my dad and he's like, "Hey, does your son want to work?" Basically, it was right after Shaggy and the Creep ended. And then he asked me if I would be down to work for the Shaggy Show. And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, it's probably better than where I'm because I was working at Culver's at the time. And I think I literally got fired that day. So it was like perfect timing.
Nah,
So
that was like some carnival magic shit right there. It
yeah.
was meant to
And
be type shit.
I wasn't even fired for a real reason, by the way. I was told I was fired because I'm mean to other employees, but I know that's not true. So, like,
What
The
what do you think the real reason is? I have a
No,
suspicion.
I know the real reason.
What is the real reason?
The real reason, so my friend went to was working at this other place where the guy who fired me was eating at, right? So he was talking about me to his friend at this dinner place
Mm-hmm.
and said that the real reason he fired me was because I was annoying to him.
Oh, what?
So
That's
we
fucked up.
know what kind of guy that is now.
Oh
But
man,
so it's all right though, because I think I like my
it
new
was
job
meant to
better.
be. Yeah, it was meant to
Yeah.
be though. Um, let's see.
But
So do
Culver's is
you?
really good food.
They
That's the
have
only
good
part that
food.
sucks. Yeah, Culver's is great food.
Oh shit. Okay. I've never been to a Culver's. I have no idea.
I mean, you're not really missing out, but like, if it's
We
around,
did go there.
you're good.
Is that one of the?
That's where I got with the custard and the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Culver's is good.
Yeah,
Emily just reminded me we
we
did
would,
go there.
and I would make my own custard flavors too, and I
You
would bring
made
them
your own?
home in pints. Yeah,
That's
you could bring them
dope.
home, and it was awesome. That was the coolest part. But now we Shaggy Show. So
So do you? So you must have met Shaggy rather young. Do you remember meeting Shaggy for the first time? He's
no,
just kind
I
of always
don't.
around type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't around a lot, because I assume he was. Well, now I assume because he was out doing stuff, but I didn't know
Yeah,
at the time.
that's interesting as fuck. So being new to the Juggalodium, I know a lot of people are curious about your knowledge level when it comes to
Yeah,
some of these I don't know, quiz. We're gonna do a pop quiz, basically, is what we're gonna do right now. Shouts out
great.
to Murder Mayhem Mitch, who suggested this on Facebook. I think this was a funny idea. So some of these are pretty easy, some of them are a little bit harder. We're gonna start with the easier tip and kind of wade into the harder territory. Or only 5 questions. So
Okay.
we're real quick pop quiz. What's the third Joker's card of the first deck?
Wow. Is this easy or hard?
That's easy.
We're
That's easy.
we're starting. Okay, this is easy.
Yeah.
Can
That's easy.
can I get options?
Oh, okay. Like an ABC?
Yeah, can I get an A,
Yeah,
B,
I'll,
C?
I'll do that for you.
Okay.
A, Riddle Box. B, Carnival of Carnage. C, The Great Malenko.
I'm gonna go B.
And,
Carnival Carnage.
and
Dang
it's
it.
A. It's A, Riddle
A?
Box. It was
Riddle
A.
box. Okay.
So,
Oh, I should have waited a second because your chat just told me the answer.
Yo, yeah, the chat was cheating for you.
I could have
Chat,
waited
chill.
one more second.
Chat, chill. This is you're gonna ruin it. All right, this next one's gonna really kick you in the balls.
Okay.
What are the first names of the amazing Jackal Brothers?
Oh man, I actually knew this one too. I've been told this before, so this is my bad that I don't know. Can I get answers? Can I get here? I'm not looking at the chat.
Jeff and John. That's A. B.
Okay.
Jake and Jack. C. Joe and Joey.
It's B.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. I'm gonna give you that one. All right, this one. What's the name of the original third member of ICP and Shaggy 2 Dope's brother? His stage name.
Okay. Shoot. I don't remember his name. You can give me
the ABC.
Do you want to? Yeah, I might be able to get it.
Greasy is A. B is capital E. C is John Kick Jazz.
It's C, John Kick
It's
Jazz.
C. You got it.
Yeah, I've seen that somewhere. I did a little bit of research.
Okay, this is number 4. We got 2 more. What was the original pitch for the Hatchet Man and Psychopathic Records? There was an original pitch for the logo. I believe Shaggy's talked about this on the Shaggy Show before. The original drawing, the original pitch. What was that called? I'll even take a variance of that.
An original pitch? What was it? Oh, like
The
not
original
called Hatchet
logo.
Man?
Yeah, it wasn't a hatchet man. It was something else.
Oh, like what it was called. Okay. It's not Hatchet Guy, right?
No,
Axeman?
I'll give you a hint. It wasn't a hatchet. It was a different gimmick.
Is it Axeman?
No,
Dang it.
I don't know if I'm clever enough to pull up an A, B, and
Yeah, I
C
was
out
gonna
of the
say
brain
that
on this.
one might be a little bit harder for an AB. Shoot. Man.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to do it. The insane mailman is A. B. Mad paper boy is B. C. Crazy ice cream salesman.
I'm gonna go with B because that one took you the
Yeah.
least amount of time to come
Yeah,
up
you
with.
son of a bitch. God damn it, on my tells are showing. Fuck. All right, we'll give you that
That's
one
awesome.
anyway. We'll give you that one anyway. Okay, this one I was struggling with a fifth question, but this one's so fun. I'm really curious if you know this one, this obscure piece of lore.
Is this
Name the
are we
this
getting
is
into the hard
this is pretty
difficulty?
easy. This is maybe obscure because it's like older shit, kind of. What
Okay.
name the pop star who once said in an interview that they have a crush on Shaggy 2 Dope? Major pop star.
Whoa, that's weird trivia.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Major pop star.
existed.
Huge pop star. Think
Um,
late 90s, early aughts.
oh man. Okay, can I get an A, B, and C?
A. Britney Spears. B. Christina Aguilera. C. Jennifer Lopez.
It's one of those three?
It's one of those three. Yes, sir.
Wow. I'm gonna go with Britney Spears.
No, it's
Or
Christina Aguilera.
no, you know what? She was already
It was
already
Christina.
in her.
Yeah,
It was Christina?
Yeah. There's actually I think it's What a Girl Wants music video, right, dog?
Isn't there like stuff between
Shaggy's kind of in that video in the background for like 1 second. Like a mannequin that's painted up very much like Shaggy. And she was asked on an interview gimmick about that, and she said she's got a crush on Shaggy 2 Dope. Yeah, this is way back in the day. Way back in the day, though. Anyway, so what did we get? You got like I think 3 out of 5.
Yeah, somewhat.
I think you pass. I think you passed the quiz because that's a C.
pass.
I think that's a C plus. I think we're
That's
gonna give you a pass. Let's see.
All right,
Because
I'll take the C.
you got the first one wrong. You got the second one right. You got the third one right. You got so you got 3 out of 5, and we're gonna give you a C plus for that. You pass.
Okay.
You get your jug card. It's coming in the mail now.
Nice. I'll be expecting that in 4 to 5 business days.
Let's see. I kind of did some of these questions already. Hold on a second. What's it like for work? What's it like working for Shaggy 2 Dope? What like going to his house? What's it like setting up a stream? The general like what's it like?
I mean, well, so it's 45-minute drive, give or take, from my house. So I mean, that's a majority of it, but that part doesn't matter because I just be bumping music, so it doesn't matter. But then getting there, like setting up the stream, I mean, really, mostly while Shaggy's painting up, me and Manny are we're just chilling, hanging out, and I'm turning on all the lights, everything like that, automating everything, trying to make sure nothing breaks because usually things just break on me for no reason. So, and that's really it, just ironing down on like little bug fixes on the stream. So,
because little weird things just kind of happen.
Yeah.
I know from experience, like it'll work fine 1 week, and then the next time it's just not working for whatever reason.
Yeah, we legit lost all of our alerts. Like they just turned like the animations are just gone. So
I don't know why that shit happens. I don't know why that happens though. Let's see so that kind of folds into that question. You guys just passed your first anniversary.
Yep.
And you actually unveiled some new transitions and layouts and stuff. Is there any other new segments or stuff you want to tease that you're doing in the new year?
So as you saw, some of the new gimmicks is we have voice controlled transitions and switchers and everything like that. So we're gonna be messing with that. We made Manny beardless, so
Creepy as hell, by the way. So
Yeah,
creepy.
I never got a good look at it on the actual stream, but looking at it in the playback, wow. Yeah,
Don't
I didn't know.
don't look into the void because the void stares back. Don't do it.
Don't Google beardless Manny.
Yeah, don't do it. Just don't do it for the love of
It's a
God.
creepy pasta in itself.
Let's see. So I wanted to ask you about some of this unreleased stuff that Shaggy has teased that he's found, some of these VHS tapes and
Oh, yes.
old Shaggy Show segments and stuff like that. Is that
can-
ever gonna surface or see the light of day?
I'm sure for sure I want to use some of it for transitions and such because I wanted to grab the attention of new people coming into the Juggalo universe and also bring back nostalgia from people who've watched previous Shaggy shows or Shaggy cams, wherever you called them back then. But I want to have it like feel like kind of like a new and old mixed together, towards the end of it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my goal for it. And even in the new intro on the live side of things, some of the footage that we uncovered is in there. So some of the clips in there are from that footage
from that era.
I don't know if you noticed, but some of it is.
I got to look at that again. I thought it was just old clips of the OG Shaggy Show footage. I didn't realize some of that was newer stuff.
Some of it I don't know if it's came out before. I don't think so.
Do you think,
my knowledge,
is there remastered or like clean versions of the original Shaggy shows, cleaner than what's on YouTube?
So what I have, we have really, I don't know. I actually don't know if there's any like good copies of it anywhere because what I have is really crappy versions, and then on YouTube it's also just as bad. So
yeah, they're like real player rips and shit like that. They're really low quality. I want to give you guys a pitch real quick. I'd love for you guys to like, I don't know if you've seen some of Steve-O's old videos where he takes old footage and he kind of commentates on it as it's happening, and he'll kind of like tell a story based around some of that shit. I would love y'all to do something kind of like that where Shaggy can kind of show the footage but then pull out and talk about like here's what's happening in that shit. Okay. Like as a vlog. No, that's just that I would, as a fan, I would love to fucking see.
I think that is definitely something to consider. I'm going to write it down right now in my notes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you've been to what, 2 gatherings?
Yes, I've been to 2. Yeah, because this year is going to be my 3rd one.
What was that like? What was the first one like for you? What was that experience like?
The first one was I don't even know how to explain that one because it was more like I was there. I went to go see a couple of the shows on main stage. I didn't really go out into the lands all that much. So because I mean I did though when Clownvis did his act. That was cool. I liked his show. So that was the first year was like it was mild, I'd say. I didn't really do all that much.
And the second you explored a little bit more because you were probably vlogging a lot more that second year.
Second year. So I vlogged as much as I could. I mean the footage, there's just a lot going on, really.
Yeah.
In a lot of the footage that I'm not sure if I'm able to use, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I was out and about a little bit with Clay for last year's gathering a little bit. So I was going around. We found another big Silva. Someone I have footage of someone trying to create another big Silva. I have the early stages of it.
Yeah, I know that dude.
I recorded some of that too.
He's still growing that thing. He was at that show I did in Ohio. He pulled up with Silva too, Silva Jr. His goal is to get it so big that it can have a versus.
Yeah, a match
with OG Silva.
Yeah, he was explaining that. I have all of that recorded, so if it shows up eventually, you'll see.
That's dope. You got that guy. I can't remember his name, but shouts out that motherfucker. He's dope as hell. Um,
But also in that year
yeah.
of the gathering, which we've already explained this before, but I went out into the fields where they did the hayride,
Mhm.
and I was following along with the soldiers, so I have both perspectives of the
So
hayride,
the alien encounter
the
gimmick that
alien
they were doing.
encounter. I have like almost the whole story. Like I was following the troops, running with them.
Oh shit! So like maybe that could come out
Yeah,
as like here's the experience filmed
yeah.
type
That's
thing.
that's that's what
Oh,
that's what I'm thinking we're gonna use with it.
that would be
So
amazing for people who have never seen that
yeah.
shit. Because I heard that last year it was really bugged out. I heard I heard it was really crazy.
Oh, dude, yeah, and then it got more and more crazy as nights progressed, and they had to tone it back. Because,
I heard some of those stories too.
yeah,
Maybe we should talk about that actually.
yeah, yeah, maybe.
Uncut Uncut asked in a YouTube comment if you're going to be getting any ink at the next gathering.
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I'll have to, man, I don't know.
Never say never.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think we'll wait and see what happens.
Are there any crazy stories you can share from the gathering? I know it's like there's stuff that happens at the gathering that you're like, yeah, I can't tell that shit. Is there anything that's like, okay, maybe I can tell that one
Uh,
off the
man,
top? If
trying
not,
to. I don't know, man. I have a good one, but like
you're
I
like, I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I can't share it. I don't think
That's
so.
fine. That's fine. So you make music too, under the name Trippzter,
Yep.
as well. You got one song out called Some Fuck Shit.
Yeah.
Um,
So okay, let me explain that a little bit.
yeah.
Just behind because Trippster is like Trippster was before all of everything, right? But the music side of things is called well, we're a group. It's
Oh,
not just
okay.
me. So Slumped Up Hose is the group, and
Oh, okay.
Trippster
Actually,
is one of the artists under the group. So there's like a couple of us, and then we
so
just
is it
branch out.
Ashton and Trippster are slumped up hoes?
So yeah, he's one of them. Trippster's Slumped Up Ho. Yeah, there's a couple of us.
Okay.
So yeah, the last song I did was Some Fuck Shit with Aston, and now we have an EP. It's almost ready, so we're going to release that
Oh
soon.
shit.
I hope.
That's dope.
So
Yeah,
that'll
definitely
be
keep us
cool.
posted on that.
And then the big one uh comes out this year as well. Hopefully, the big one,
The big one, huh?
the big one.
Any more you
Yeah,
can say about the big one other than the big one?
man, it's when we put our albums together. I mean, obviously, it's gonna be the big album. We like to jump into different genres and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
So a lot of our music, because of the people that we have and just in our group in general, we can't all sound the same on this kind of beat. We can't all sound the same on this kind of beat. So we like to just diversify our projects. So this one
Okay.
should be really cool. This one should be
That
pretty
sounds
cool.
that sounds dope, bro. I'm looking forward to hearing more from you.
Yeah.
How did you get into making music?
Um, I sat down one day and okay, it was COVID. So
No, okay.
let's put that in perspective here. So COVID year, I was like, what if we just put out a song, guys? That'd be funny. And then I made a hook for a song, and they're like, that's not that bad. So then we just finished the song as a joke. And then you're like, why don't we just keep doing this gimmick thing? So now we're just continuing to do it because it's fun and
Yeah,
fun to
it's fun to
do.
create shit. Um,
Yeah, I love creating music.
you sing too, right? Like I think I saw you were
Yeah,
singing the national anthem as part
yeah.
of
No,
your
I do actual sing. Yeah,
yeah, like you're like classically trained. Like you said recently that you can read music and shit.
yeah. I can read music. Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about that background? How you got into
So I mean, since like I'd say really where it got like to the point where I was like, I'm gonna be doing this for a minute was probably around middle school. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep doing this. So I joined like the choir program, and it's actually pretty good. at where I am. So if it was a bad choir program, I wouldn't have joined it just because I know how bad they get. But yeah, eventually, I learned how to read music and I got pretty good at it. So kept doing it. I mean, I've gotten first place at this Michigan State thing where it's like a whole bunch of schools compete.
Damn.
So that was cool.
Congratulations.
But yeah, it's just been a thing that I've been doing it for a long time. So
that's rad, bro. What exactly are you going to school for, by the way?
So I was going to school for film. I mean, currently right now I just have this semester off since we're going on tour in Canada and then back in America again. So but I was just going for film at that current time. So if I do go back, probably for film.
Hell yeah. Are you going to be filming stuff on tour? I'm assuming. I think you already said you were on the Shaggy Show.
Yeah, and we're gonna try and get a nicer setup for when we're on the road and doing the streams too, because man, it was so janky last time.
Yeah, but pretty much just setting up in
so funny.
Setting up in whatever green room it was looking like to stream.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna get into some like deep philosophical, well, not really that deep or philosophical, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years?
Yeah.
Well, if depending on if the Shaggy Show is over, which I assume it won't be.
I mean, Manny's still got to finish that book. He's got to finish the.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's going to take at
Manny's
least another 5.
Finish, it's going to take at least another 5 years. So
that'll just be season 1 of the Shaggy Show.
Yeah, season 1. Season 2 starts right when Manny. Like, you guys are not ready. We have so many cool things planned for season 2, but Manny's got to finish the book first. So, but yeah, hopefully, still, at least in the environment of the Juggalos, because I mean, I think that finding this side of the world, it seems, is really cool, and I find it very fascinating. So hopefully, I'd still be working within the realms of psychopathic or whatever, depending on if the Shaggy Show was not running anymore or whatnot.
I think it will be. Manny's got to finish that book.
I mean, yeah, Manny's got to finish the book. So,
have you? We'll save that one for after, because I feel like this one goes into it better. What does being a Juggalo mean to you? You're relatively new to the scene, but what does it mean to you personally?
I mean, to me, I mean, well,
just your perspective of it.
My perspective of it is it's kind of like one really, really, really large family. Honestly, like that's at the end of the day, that's what it is, because everyone. You don't really see Juggalos fight with other Juggalos that often. And it's kind of cool to see an environment where everyone's like, you're fucked up, but I'm also fucked up. So like, why would we fight, So what, they have different views or ideals. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a different guy. So I think that's pretty cool. And that's what I think being Juggalo is about, at least to me.
Hell yeah, Justin. I like that answer. Have you ever had a paranormal experience, like UFO, seeing a ghost, Bigfoot in the woods, anything weird like that?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's a ghost chilling down here with me.
Really?
I definitely think so, because man, I'll always hear the strangest noises, and I'll go out there and there's no one else in the house, and I'm just like, you chill there. I'm gonna be here still, but just you do your stuff out there. I'll chill here. So
I'm gonna let you do your thing in here for a while.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I've definitely and even I don't know if my friend actually sees ghosts, but she says she can. So, I mean, who am I to debunk that, really?
Has she said she's seen stuff down there?
Yeah. So
what does she say she sees?
I don't know. I didn't want to ask any more about it.
Okay.
I was like, there's something down here. That's cool. Just let it chill. Man. I'm chill with it if it's chill with me. So
Hey, I'm doing my thing down here, Ghost.
yeah,
I ain't fucking with you. Don't fuck with me.
that's what I'm saying.
All right, I got two more questions technically. If you could tell the whole world, this is my most pretentious question, by the way. If you could tell the whole world one thing, what would it be?
The whole world?
Yeah, like you got everybody on tap right now, and you could tell them one thing.
Oh man, that's like. I mean, you should have told me of these things before.
No, this is probably the one I should have dropped on you.
Yeah, this one you should have dropped on me. Wow, the whole world. I would probably tell them to leave Taylor Swift alone. I'm just kidding, but you don't have to leave her alone. You can.
You can marinate on it for a second. We can
Okay.
marinate on it for a second. I got one more, and then we can maybe go back. Do you think I disappointed Renee with this interview?
You disappointed her?
Do you think I did?
No, I don't
Okay,
think so.
good. Okay, good.
I think.
Whew.
I'm hoping I didn't disappoint her. I'm sweating over here. I'm like, I don't have any PR, so.
Chat, if you got any questions, this would be your time while Justin marinates on my extremely pretentious what would you tell the whole world question. If you got any questions, let's pop them off right now.
Oh no, I got my answer.
You got an answer? Hell yeah, let's do it.
Don't tip the Starbucks employees. They don't need it.
That's the thing you tell the whole world.
They don't need it that bad. They'll pull out their thing. Listen, we talked about it on the show a lot. They pull out their little pad, 10, 15. It's gonna say something right here.
Yeah.
It's gonna say something right
there.
It's
gonna say something right here.
It's gonna
say
nothing
it's gonna say
if you hit skip. It's gonna say nothing if you hit skip. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Oh, that's a good one. I like Whoop Conda's question. If you were a Care Bear, what would be the picture on your belly?
I guess. Okay, well, I guess in character of what I do on the show, or does it not matter?
You like what your personal? What would your personal image? Like mine would be an alien head on my belly.
Okay.
Like
mine would probably be. I'll probably some sort of camera, maybe.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna have to go with a camera.
We kind of went over that. Brutalis, when's the old Shaggy Show footage going to be seen? Kind of dropping it here and there. Still got to go through a lot of it, though, is the short answer, I would say, right?
Yeah, and you can see some of those clips if you do your detective work, slow down the intro.
In the new intro. Some clips are in there.
To my knowledge, some of that footage you have not seen before.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at that next. Oh yeah, by the way, the next live is Shaggy and Renee Q&A, right?
Yeah. Don't ask me any questions about that because I don't know.
You have no idea what's in store for that? I have
no clue.
That sounds fucking dope, though. I'm looking forward to that. I always like when Renee busts Shaggy's balls. That's one of my favorite fucking things.
They would just tell me, "Don't worry about it." I'm just like, well, I kind of do if I'm running it. So let me know when you can.
Dude, that's going to be fresh, though. I'm looking forward to that one. Also, Renee, me and Emily love Dancing with the Stars. Just saying. Frankie told me to say that, by the way.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. I think we're wrapping up here, Justin. Chat, any other fun questions before we bounce on out of here? Oh, that's a decent one. If you could meet any movie star or musician, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh. Movies, any movie star, actor star? Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with Lil Yachty. I got some questions for Lil Yachty.
Hell yeah!
I have some questions for him.
What kind of questions? What would you ask Lil Yachty?
Did you at all listen to his last album he put out?
I don't think so. Actually, I don't.
It's not rap. It's like Tame Impala. It's like a whole bunch of. It's like. It's the music you'd listen to if you were on mushrooms. It has the same vibe. But I have some questions about that piece.
Okay. Okay.
I got some questions. That's all.
Got some questions for Lil Yachty. Let's see. Anyone else? We got any more questions before we bounce out of here? What's your favorite horror movie? We'll go with that one.
Ooh, that's actually a pretty difficult one, man. Because I do like horror movies. Okay, one of my favorite horror movies probably just gonna be The Conjuring. That one, you know,
Yeah.
that was, can't go wrong there. And then favorite gimmick horror movie is Scary Movie.
Ooh, which one?
Shoot, they're all so good too. Well, until they get down to like 4 and 5 and 6. I think maybe is 3 the one where they run away with the giant blunt?
Oh, I don't know. I've only seen 1 and 2. Confession time. I've only seen 1 and 2.
What's the one where they have the
Chat, do you guys know which one with the giant
You
blunt?
guys know the one with the giant blunt?
Em, do you know which one is the giant blunt?
I can't remember.
5 has the blunt? Oh shoot.
5 has the blunt, Sam says. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
Maybe you fuck with 5. Maybe 5's the one.
maybe 5's all right. I don't remember. Yeah, with
what?
Mac Miller. Yeah. Okay, so then I guess 5.
Mac Miller's in 5? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We got to check those out. God damn. What is a bucket list item you have for the Jug lifestyle?
Okay, well, let's think here. Let's think of the 3 couple of gimmicks. All right, let's think. Picking up a hoop dollar. Nah, we can cross that one off. We don't need to do that one. What's another? I
Spin the wheel. Have you ever spun the wheel?
No, I talked about the wheel on the last stream, I think.
You never spun it though?
I've never spun the wheel. It doesn't look like I'm gonna land on anything good.
Yeah.
If
I feel like you maybe should spin the wheel though.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will next year.
I've never spun the wheel because I don't drink and shit. So there's really no point in me doing it because it's like, what am I going to do with a free beer?
Yeah.
My confession though, I've never spun the wheel either. So
maybe we both need to spin the wheel.
Yeah, maybe we both need to. I'll just give away my beer and take whatever L. See, I'm so fucking paranoid. They're going to be like, because one of the wheels has like shave your head right down the middle.
Yeah, that's just not something I'm gonna do.
There's no way I'm doing that, dog. I will run away from this fucking wheel. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. So I when I looked at the wheel, I just didn't see much gain that I could get from it.
Yeah,
I saw more pain. But
oh fuck. All right, I think we're wrapping up. Everyone's whooping in the chat. Whoop Conda says he will take the bump for me.
Oh, you'll take the bump.
All right, Justin. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for doing this interview, dog. It's been a fucking pleasure. Hopefully we can do something like this in the future.
A little part tour.
Yeah, if you got some if you're gonna be dropping that EP or trying to ramp up the streaming or something, definitely come on here and we'll talk a little bit more and promote that shit.
All right.
Hell yeah, dog.
For sure, man.
Anything else you would
great
like
hang out with you guys?
Yeah, dude. Thank you again so much. This is fucking dope. Is there anything you would like to promote or plug or tease?
I mean, I have nothing to I got nothing right now. I got stuff coming soon. If you follow the socials, you can find me Trippzter on Instagram and everywhere else in the world. So but and the only thing I got really to promote is that make National Juggalo Day an actual national holiday.
Sign the petition.
Sign the petition. That's what I'm saying.
TheShaggyShow.com. There's a link right on TheShaggyShow.com. You can go sign the petition.
Exactly, right there. So that's all I have to say there.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much, man. Much clown love and whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Love you, dog. And broadcast.
All right.